think that we all have stuff that when you eat something or try something or taste something, it will bring you back to a time in your life. As little as I can remember, getting garlic in my eyes when my dad was having a salsa party, not realizing that you can't rub your eyes after helping peel and chop garlic. I remember walking into Bulldog Pizza the first time and smelling like the fresh dough. Every time you go back in that kitchen, I know I can smell that smell and it would smell the same.
It's pretty serene up here.
This is where you get them?
This is where we get them.
Oh.
Probably should have bought some worms up or something. So Jerry, you've been doing pretty much what they said couldn't be done at the deck.
What's that?
The finer foods that take more creativity and.
Yup.
So I'm really impressed with that. A lot of people just would say, we're just going to buy everything pre-made. It's going to be nice and easy every day.
I think that we've all been to a wedding or been somewhere where the food was subpar. People are going to know if the sauce is homemade or if it's coming out of a can. When somebody trusts you with an operation like this, you got to show up. You can't just settle for it's a convention center. You can't just settle for it's a concession stand. I am in the food business 100%. It kind of starts after school. I got some buddies that worked at the Itchigami Club, started washing dishes. I remember seeing the cool guys in the back, and they had like the baggy pants, like the Zubas, bandanas and sharp knives and swearing, and they were this group of kitchen pirates. I wanted to be part of that. I had moved on to the line, and Dick handed me my first set of knives and said, don't cut your finger off. And within minutes, I had cut the end of my finger completely off. Bulldog Pizza is where I learned sense of urgency, how to handle spatulas. And I remember my first Friday night at Blackwoods on London Road. I remember seeing like a 12-foot ticket rail with tickets hanging this long all the way down and like 300 orders hanging and being like, these guys are playing at a far higher level than I ever have. Managing the concessions department here at the deck was trying. The old concessions manager that had worked here for many, many years was retiring. Upper Lakes Foods had called my wife and asked if I would be interested, throw my hat in the ring. So we did. The first year was just trial and error. Did I know that we were gonna scoop 200 gallons of ice cream or whatever it was the first game? No. Did I know we were gonna go through like 20 or 30 gallons of ketchup in 2 days? I had no idea. And I remember just thinking, wow, this is nuts. And that's when we started playing with different pizza flavor. We just started changing stuff all across the board. Yeah, it was interesting. And we'll plate that up.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we'll wait for strawberries to harden first, huh?
Okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Sounds good.
Let's do that. Pandemic hit. I came back as the executive chef. The old chef had retired, so it was a time to just start from scratch. So at the deck, we do everything from car shows to conventions to hockey. If you're going to put 2,300 plates out of a kitchen in a day, we need to be on our game. If we're talking about that many salads, that many dressings, that many pads of butter, that many rolls, that many ingredients, that many steaks, that many whatever it is. If it's the car show, then we're bringing giant cheese stuffed game sausages and giant meatballs and biscuits and gravy and all the guy food, all the. Sometimes you forget that there's kids coming too, so you can't forget the hot dog. If it's a wedding show, we probably don't want to have a ton of carbohydrates around. We do a lot of food math. You need 40,000 meatballs for a spaghetti feed for 6,500 people. We're talking about how much spaghetti noodles do we need to prep. We have a dry weight. We know that the weight's going to double. And so we do, so we know we need this many ounces or this many pounds or thousands of pounds of noodles. So we do a lot of food math. I don't follow recipes anymore. I don't see the need for them. Once you've made enough soups, you've made enough stuff, come get in there, get your hands dirty. You'll understand when you put too much herbs or something, too much cayenne in the gravy one time, you'll know you did it and you won't do it again. That's what happened. You make that mistake, People have a right to come here and have a good meal. I want them to think about it being as locally sourced and as fresh as possible. One of the things that we started doing earlier on was making jam. And that's because we have big breakfasts and we have people order bowls of berries, and you'll be left over with all these berries. Well, they're either going to mold or we're going to do something with them. And so we started freezing them. And what we're going to do with all these berries? Well, we're going to turn them into jam. We're making homemade focaccia, we're making jam, we're making granola, we're making salsa. So we have a garden outside. Well, what should we do? Well, let's make tomatillo salsa. We have some really cool vegetarian dishes that I think that we're really proud of.
Tonight we're having champagne chicken dinner.
Proud of the champagne chicken. Just leaps and bounds better than what you might see other places. And I think that we're being recognized better for better quality food, keeping it fresher. I think that the things are just better.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a fish on there, Chef?
I don't know. I might.
I mean, is it bouncing back at you?
No, I think it might be weeds.
My father-in-law, Glenn, he's kind of an inspirational guy.
I didn't know. I just started dating this girl. She's like, my dad's a chef. His name is Glenn. And I was like, I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who that guy is. Like,
Didn't she tell you what I told her?
I don't want to know.
She said, Dad, you'll like him. He's a cook. I said, I'd like him better if he was a chef.
He's been around the area for a very long time. He's done some neat things in the culinary world. He comes and carves every once in a while. He's helped us out on some really big days. Some of those big days we're talking about those 2,300 plates in a day. And it's neat to have somebody like that kind of, nudge you along in the right direction.
And that's what Jerry has, is the really good work ethic. I mean, working the 12, 15 hours if it's need be. Working that 6 day a week or 7 day a week if need be. Whatever it takes to put out the food. Got another one.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Stop it.
This one, this is a big one.
I don't play all day. Hold your fish. There's no teeth in there.
It's interesting that you just feel an obligation, like we've given this to you, fly. Starting downstairs, Shelley Townsend gave me a tremendous amount of trust in that I was going to do it. And when somebody gives that to you, you naturally want to repay it, I guess. It takes a gigantic team. It's not just me. I have a sous chef, and we have a wonderful team of dining room supervisors and servers and cooks and dishwashers. When somebody comes to a conference and the room is clean and all those things and the food is good and we hit all the different levels, now people are coming back for a second time. I want them to say, that's not what I thought it was going to be. I want them to be happy with their meal.